We are back. We're back, Rob.
We
Better
know
than
you
ever.
Missed us.
Yeah.
We know you missed us.
Had a bit of a bye week, and you can blame me. You can put all the blame on me. I had to go to New York.
Oh, yeah, that's right. How was your trip?
I was in Nueva York. It was good. It was short. It was nice.
You saw Ronaldo.
I did see Ronaldo. That was crazy. My son saw it. We were walking, and I did the. We didn't really see Ronaldo, but there's a artist. I had to look it up because I knew about it, and I'm like, wait, I've seen this before. And there's an artist who's apparently driving all over the place with a giant Ronaldo statue in the back of the pickup truck.
Yep.
I guess ahead of the World Cup, and there's like he's got the USA, the America flag, baby. Come on, America. And the Portugal flag, but it's him. He's going like he's shushing. He's not doing his famous.
Yeah.
Very cool. That was very cool. But I went there to surprise my mom. It was her birthday. She was coming back from an international trip, and she was finishing it off in New York, seeing some friends. And I got there, and she was like,
Was she surprised?
She was very surprised.
Oh, see,
she couldn't believe it. She was kind of like, "Are you really here? What is this?" Because
Cool.
I made no any sort of inkling. Nothing that I was coming at all, and making comments. I was trying not to be heavy on the we'll celebrate when you get back, I didn't want to go too far with making it too obvious, but
yeah, that's cool.
She just had absolutely no idea, so
that's good.
Yeah, that was cool.
I always like doing that to my mom too. Yeah, it's always cool catching them off guard.
Yeah, nice little surprise. But yeah, that was fun. So we had a bit of a bye week. We didn't. We were trying to get in that past weekend, but then you can also blame it on me. Just scrambling, getting ready for the trip, and I'm a last minute guy. I was doing all the shopping stuff.
Hey, life happens. Life does happen.
But next time we'll try to be better. We'll try to be better at getting an episode a week, no matter what.
Life happens. It does happen. So who knows? Maybe the listeners, maybe they needed a break from us.
Yeah, exactly.
Now they miss us.
I know. They missed us. I missed you, Rob. Look at you. How have you been? You're wearing your Stuttgart jersey over there. Very nice, very sharp.
This is our Europa League kit, so this will probably be the last time that I wear it this year.
Yeah, because that's gonna be 2 stars. That's right. You're gonna put that one on the shelf and put the other one on. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, that'd be nice. It works. It works weird here in Germany because this star actually, I think this symbolizes 3 championships. Yeah, so you get 1 star for 3. Yeah, it's so weird the way they do it over here.
I want the 3. I want the 3 up there.
It's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Or maybe it's for 5. No, it's for 5. Right? Yeah, I don't know. I have to look it up.
Yeah,
I don't know. We haven't won that much.
So what happens when if you need 5 more to get a 2nd star? Yep. Oh, really?
Yep. Yeah. Oh. That's how they do it. That's why Bayern, they just recently got their 5th star not too long ago. But yeah.
I thought it was that old-fashioned way to count. You do the 4 strikes and then 5. You know what I'm talking about? You do that diagonal.
Oh yeah,
scratch.
the slash across.
So I thought you get 5 and then you get a 2nd star for 6, which shows that it's 6. You know what I mean? And then
nice,
you don't get a 3rd star until. Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
Yeah,
that's confusing.
Pretty weird. It is confusing, but that's why there's so many clubs in the Bundesliga that only have 1 star.
Yeah, good to know. So, Next time I look, I'll start dumping on teams. They only get 1 star, those suckers.
Yeah, I don't know why it is weird that they do it like that. But England, there's no stars. There's no.
Oh yeah. So, that's true. That's right.
Even though Aston Villa has 1, but it's part of it's in the crest.
Yeah.
To show that when they won the European Championship, or Champions League, I don't know, in 70 something or whatever year that was.
Yeah.
They kind of snuck it in there. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, it's funny you say that. It's I know that just intuitively, but thinking about it, oh yeah, you're right. I've never seen a star on a Liverpool jersey or a Man U jersey. They should start doing it.
Yeah, it's different. And then in France, there's only 2 teams that have it, PSG and Marseille, but that's for their Champions League wins.
Oh.
Yep.
Interesting.
So it varies by country.
Yeah.
So.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. We're back.
We are back.
And we're better than ever. Not stronger than ever. I did a dumb thing, Rob. I wanted to weigh. I'll keep the story short because I know we're trying to talk about footy, but I was trying to weigh my dog.
Okay.
And so I lifted her up and stood on the scale, and that was fine. Lifting her up and standing on the scale, but then I leaned forward to look at the numbers. bam, and like the sharpest. It's like somebody stabbed me right in the back like 90 times, and I went down on the ground and laid down for like 20 minutes on the
I know
wood.
that feeling.
Yeah, but I stopped immediately thinking like, okay, I no damage, but I'm on day like 4 right now where like coughing, sneezing. If I can't lean forward, like when you brush your teeth, you gotta water. I can't even do that. Yeah,
that's rough. You gotta take care of that,
man. João.
Man, yeah. You put like a heating pad on that or something.
Something. I've been taking Advil, but like, am I that age? Am I now officially that age?
Yes, 100%. Yes. Well, just wait. So I remember a couple of years ago, I was like playing Nerf stuff with my kids. I know we're getting off topic here, and I just turned my head to the left.
Is life and footy. That's what it is. All right.
I turned my head to the left, and you would have thought that like I snapped a tendon or something in my neck, and it was like that for probably like I don't know, like a month. It was killing me. I was like, looking like Batman the whole time. Like I couldn't turn my neck.
I cannot believe we're there. We're there.
We are.
Yeah. That happened to me too. Also, when I did a little, this was like before I was like in my 40s. Like it was, my kids were like toddlers, and we were playing like a little soccer game in the house, and I was on my knees, but I was like doing like a goalie thing, and I jumped and it landed like on my side. That was like 2 weeks. I thought I broke a rib or something. Maybe I cracked it. I don't know. But I remember that one. But
man,
this is tough. It's tough getting old, man.
Yeah, we're not getting any younger.
Old.
We're not getting any younger.
But at least we still have our memory, and I remember the Carabao Cup this weekend.
So do I. So do I.
Yeah, you do. I was hoping that in this pod I was gonna be able to say that the student has become the master.
No,
with Arteta. But I'm starting to feel kind of bad. Like, is he never going to win any? Has he won? I also meant to do some research on this before we hopped on the pod. Has he won any silverware with Arsenal?
I don't think so.
Am I out of my mind? Because I feel like I'm always watching him almost always get something, and then it doesn't happen. And this is another one of those cases I thought, the student has become the master. He's got to, and then nope. It wasn't a good game for them. Not at all.
They in the beginning they played well. I think they played well. It's just that, in the end, and if he's not leaning in, I don't know how it is in the UK or in England, but if he's not leaning in on the O'Reillys and trying to get like a individual sponsorship with them, I don't know. He's missing out. But as far as
I can see the Arsenal O'Reilly's auto parts.
Exactly.
I like it.
They need to do that. But I think Arsenal played well. I really do. I think they played well. I just think that they just got surprised. I don't know. Man City, to me, the team seemed even to me the whole game. It didn't seem like there was anything really separating them. I'm not going to lie. I missed the second goal because I wasn't expecting them to score like that quickly. And I was like, you know what? It was Sunday. I was like, I'm going to run and take a shower really quick. And because
you can't do that. They scored because you got up.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. But Stuttgart was playing in a little bit. So I was like, I got to hurry up and do this because I was going to bed after the Stuttgart game. But I mean, I don't think that Arsenal played bad. I just think that, Man City is one of those teams that they're just kind of going to find their way no matter what. And, Holland hasn't done anything like for the last 2 months.
Yeah.
I think O'Reilly might have more goals than him in the last like 5 or 6 games.
Yeah, he's absolutely hit a dry spell. So and then we had that thing where we thought he'd shaved his hair off.
Yeah.
We got tricked by AI or whatever. We got tricked by the internet. I even looked it up. I even was like, was this what I do? I'll see something and I go, that's not true. And I'll look it up and but I also am lazy and I only Google gives you that little AI breakdown. Yeah. And it literally said like, yes, he cut his hair and is getting a new look. I'm like, all right, I do it. And I'm watching that game and I'm like, wait a minute.
When I saw the waves, I was like, because that's hard. It takes a long time. It takes me a long time to get those waves.
I'm gonna bring it in. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask my beautician if she can do the waves in my. I don't know. I changed my mind.
You have to wear a do-rag to sleep. You're constantly brushing your hair. You got to put stuff in it sometimes.
I can't handle that. I can't handle it.
It's a pain. And then if you sweat once during that, it's rough. It's rough. But yeah, I think Arsenal did play well in this game. I think they can match up with City.
I disagree. I think this is our first argument here. Our first disagreement. I think
you don't think they played well?
I think they played safe. I think they played. They held back. Especially in the second half. I mean, Arteta knows Pep and he knows City, and so City played a possession game, and then Arsenal just kind of protect it. Like, you know what I mean? Like City kept the possession the entire time. Arsenal they played safe. I think they just stayed back and they, try to keep them from scoring, and I don't think they were attack minding at all. But you got to goals games.
This is true. You have to score. You have to score goals.
And he's done this before. He's done this with like scrappy teams. He's done this with in lost games or had teams equalize. I mean, you got goal scorers. I mean, you got people who can hit the back of the net, and I don't know. That's how I felt the entire time. I'm like try to. Who cares about the counter? I mean, Pep is going to score. They're going to score, and they did.
Do you think he got out coached, or because sometimes you play to?
I'm so mad.
You don't play to your strengths. You play to what you perceive as the weaknesses to the other team. And I got to look back, but I'm sure because, everybody knows Man City's going to have the ball. They're going to possess the ball. They're rarely going to give it up. But maybe they thought, let them have it. Because they had the same amount of total shots. Arsenal actually had 2 more shots on target. They just didn't have an O'Reilly. And they had 18 touches in Man City's box to 24 for Man City in Arsenal's box. Yeah. So I think that maybe he was thinking, hey, let them have the ball. We'll counter if we get it, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah, it didn't work out. I even thought maybe, and it was the same goal. It was the same exact goal. Yeah. It was literally the same exact goal. Yeah. And nice headers too, like those little floating ones that kind of, you kind of jump up and but you're backing out at the same time, and so it kind of floats in the right corner pocket kind of thing. Yep. And then he brought on the 2 Brazilians, Jesus and oh crap, I should never start.
Martinelli.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Should never start any sentence where it has names or dates or anything. And I'm like, oh, maybe. I did the rubbing my hands together.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was a little worried. Yeah.
I was like, maybe. And if they play attacking, footy, but they didn't. Yeah. And again, it's the same thing. Like they played a possession game. There was a moment where I don't know his name, the little guy who was he got the ball and he just kind of kicking it around. He was doing a little keep you up, whatever the game is by himself, and then the Arsenal defender got pissed, almost like the next play he took his legs out. He's so pissed, which I think makes sense. But that's kind of like the confidence of, we got this, because they're not. I'm not. I wouldn't have any fear either if we had all the possession, we're doing all the attacking, and these guys are just sitting back and ain't doing shit. If I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be pretty pissed off right now. And I'm pissed off. You can hear it in my voice, Rob.
They're still on top of the league. They're still holding on to that. Like I said, I think you said something about them winning the league and the Carabao Cup, and I was like, they're probably going to only win one of those. So I think they're still going to win the league. It's just a matter of getting there. It's one game at a time. If they can not implode, they'll be good. And City's going to have to go on this crazy run to finish the season, and I don't think they have it in them.
Yeah.
Looking at this game, I swore that Haaland and Semenyo were going to score. No. They left it up to the auto parts guy, and he won the trophy for him. Yep. So yeah, hopefully Arteta can get past that and eventually win something, especially win something over Pep. But I think this might have been his last chance, face to face at least, because they don't play each other again, do they?
I don't think so.
But I think that he's gonna have to. I don't know. Maybe next year when Pep leaves, maybe. Yeah. They do play each other.
April 19th.
19th.
Premier League right there. That's gonna be a defining game right there.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe I don't know. Maybe that'll be his moment.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're gonna seal the league on that day because they still got quite a few games after that. But you never know. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah. The quadruple is out the window.
Yeah, but the treble's still there.
It's still there. You're right. City, last time they won the Carabao Cup, they won the league. So just saying. Saying.
Yeah. But I also think that a lot of craziness has to happen. They're up 9 points, but City does have a game in hand.
Yeah.
But still.
We'll see.
If City finds a way to win this, that'll just be crazy.
I'm just gonna be watching.
That'll just be crazy.
I'm gonna switch over. This is gonna become a Bundesliga podcast. I'm gonna go all in on Bundesliga. If City win.
But also, if that does happen, I think Pep is he's gonna leave.
Yeah.
Because there's still those 115 charges, and like Chelsea just got fined and whatnot.
Yeah.
So if Pep were to stay, I don't think he wants to play in the Championship or League One when they get relegated or start with a crazy points deduction, because that could happen too.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that's true. He's gone. We talked about this. I think whether he wins everything or not. If he wins everything, that's a great way to leave anyway. But I think he's out the door. I don't know where he's going to go. But I think
they're out of the Champions League, so
yeah, yes they are. Nice segue into the Champions League. Look at you.
I try. I'm more of a segue guy
You're
than a bike guy.
You're a goddamn professional.
I try.
Very nice. Try. But yeah, City out. They lose 2-1 against. So that's, for me, it's nice. I'm not a City guy. You're a City guy, and it's nice to also to see Vinny, my boy Vinny, tucking it in for the win there and the 90+3.
Yeah,
extra time.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. And the way that he was just going at the fans, in the stadium, it was great. Like, you had to.
I would too. No matter he had a disallowed goal just beforehand too.
Yeah,
like two minutes before, and then he's like, "How about this one?
Yeah,
how about this one?"
But I mean, he's Vinny. I don't know what else to say. He's Vinny, and I'm hoping that he has a really good World Cup this year too. But
you know what? You and me both.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm watching all the Brazilians. Like, do it. Yeah. I would love it if Vinny can just kind of keep up that energy. Get those goals in. Keep dancing. Keep dancing. Have fun.
If he plays in the World Cup like he played against Man City, then he's gonna have a great tournament.
Vinny, if you're listening, America's gonna love the dancing. Do the dancing.
They will.
Don't let them get in your head. Don't let them get in your head. Score and dance, baby.
Let's just hope the World Cup actually happens with everything that's going on. Don't get me started on that. But yeah, to see Man City lose to Real Madrid, I mean, they embarrassed them. It was 5-1 on aggregate. Yeah, it was 3-0. Valverde had a hat trick in the first leg, so it was pretty bad. Yeah, but they're out, so treble.
Yeah,
treble.
another English team, Chelsea out, PSG in.
Oh yeah, that was bad. You see the fans leaving. Man,
I mean, I'd be pissed too, but again, I'm like, we talked about this before. Like, I would get so angry, because like I don't have that here, like I don't have, I don't get to see the Champions League games, like I'm gonna sit through the whole thing, even if my team just dump in, and I'm gonna sit there to until the fat lady blows the whistle. You know what I mean?
There were some doing that, because I think it was more to yell at the fan or the players at the end of the game than anything. But I mean, they lost 8-2 on aggregate. Woo. Now, with that said, PSG, they are the reigning Champions League champions. They're the title holders. So, I mean, they're looking good. I guess they're peaking at just the right time.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Arsenal in. Bayern Leverkusen out. How do you feel about that one? And I mean, you always support the German teams, right? Yeah,
and it did suck to see that, but I mean, I don't know. I guess it is what it is. Arsenal is the better team. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Leverkusen, they're just not what they were last season or 2 seasons ago. They're a completely different team now. So the fact that they made it this far, I guess that's pretty telling.
Yeah,
but it's always upsetting to see the German teams lose, especially if they're losing to English teams, because the English teams are going to get that extra Champions League spot. So
Arsenal they look good, and they like the Champions League. They like it. Yeah. This is where I know it's a different competition entirely, but I just don't understand. Again, like Liverpool winning, Liverpool in Who do they play? I don't even remember who they played. It was so long ago.
Galatasaray.
Yeah, Galatasaray out.
Yep.
They won 4-0. I missed that. I missed that game because I was walking around New York
Ronaldo
seeing Ronaldo and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was really weird that we walked into it's called something like the greatest soccer store in the world or something. And you walk in, it was beautiful. You walk in and it's just like it's all the new Brazil jerseys on mannequins.
Which are
they have
very nice,
and they have Brazil, Vinny Jr. posters and all this stuff. And then they got a little Pele, which I got a little picture. I don't know if you saw my social.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was cool.
Reach idols, baby. But I walked in and they have this huge screen, and they happen to be playing the Liverpool Galatasaray game. Yeah.
Yes.
We stayed for like 5 seconds. I was already. If it was like maybe tight, I would be like, let's hang here for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I was already 4-0 up. So, but that's how I saw that they were winning on a giant screen in some sort of footy store and. In the heart of
Sound like a very pro-Brazilian footy store.
Yes, it was, baby. Yes, it was. It was like made for me,
Yeah.
Joao's only. Come on in.
They probably knew when you walked in. They were like, whoa, vibe change.
They didn't offer me any discounts. They didn't offer me any. If I had more time, if we were just kind of like we had like 3 hours, I think I would have poked around a little bit more. But we had to skip out somewhere. But. Yeah, I mean it's but the point I was making before I went on my New York thing is that it's interesting to see these teams. I know it's a different competition, but like kill it in Champions League. You got Arsenal and Liverpool. And then we move into another back into the league. And you got we're tying with a relegation battle team, and we're losing to. A mid-table team. You know what I mean? It's like, what is happening?
But
what's happening?
You're in the Premier League. I mean, the Premier League is the Premier League of global soccer.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
Yep.
And, Galatasaray, even though they won the first leg, like I've said multiple times on here, it's hard to play in Turkey. It's even harder to play at Anfield. So they definitely got what was coming to them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Liverpool's still that team, and think about this.
Yeah,
they're still missing Isak. Like, it's crazy that people have forgotten that he's there. I mean, he had that really bad injury.
I've completely forgotten.
I mean,
he's like not in my mind. Yeah,
yeah. Just imagine like what they would be doing if he was healthy, and he's going to be back next season. So, yeah.
It could be a different coach if we don't make Champions League, but that's we'll talk about that in the second half of the pod here.
Hey, my emails are open, so if they want to reach out.
Sporting in Bodo Glimt out. I think people were excited about Bodo Glimt, and they thought they were going to take the cake or go a little further, but they not this time.
So I watched a lot of this game. They were up 3-0, and I think everybody thought that there was no way the Sporting was going to beat them.
Yeah.
And once the goals started kind of pouring in, it was like, oh no. Once Sporting got that third goal, I was like, no, no. I was hoping it would go to penalties because then who knows what would happen, but they were just too much.
Yeah.
Sporting, they were just too much.
They almost put Norway on the map for Champions League. Almost.
Yeah. Yep. That would have been the story of the year if they made it to the the quarters. That would have been crazy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And they were interesting. They were kind of fun to watch. And it's always that what's the Cinderella story kind of situation where you think like, wow, these guys, they might go far in this competition, but I
mean, they did.
Yeah, and they did. You're right. Yeah. We're in the knockouts. We're not too far to the end here. What is it? Round.
This was a round of 16. Yeah, so the quarters is next. Quarterfinals. Yep.
I mean, you don't even want to know what I was about to say. Round 7. What round are we? Barcelona in, Newcastle out. So the English teams they're just getting.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. But I mean, it's Barcelona. So Newcastle has not been having a good season at all. And I saw something. This was. What the heck? This was 3-2 on aggregate. Wow, that's... 3-2. 8-2 on aggregate. Sorry,
not tight.
8-3. Sorry, my brain is not braining right now.
Oh, yeah, you're right. 8-3, yep.
8-3 on aggregate. Yep. And, I mean, I don't know. It just seems like Newcastle, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Like the games that I've watched with them, I watched because of Waltemata, but they like, I don't know. Half the time he's not starting or he's not playing, and they just seemed a little disjointed. And Barcelona just exposed that. They had five different goal scorers in this game. Ooh, that is insane. That's pretty bad. 7-2 is embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
it certainly is. It certainly is. And I like to see Rafinha, for obvious reasons, hitting the back of the net. Yes, sir. Bayern in Atalanta, which just, I mean, look at the aggregate on that.
Yeah, that's wild.
Ouch.
That is wild.
I'm surprised they would even have fans in the second game there.
Yeah, I mean, it's Bayern. Bayern's killing everybody. They're destroying the league. You know, Harry Kane, I don't even know how many goals he has in all competitions, but he's got to be probably close to 30-something because I know he's over 20.
Greatest player. I'm surprised there isn't a Harry Kane truck out there, driving around New York. Because, like you're saying, like when you look at him, you're like, this, I don't know. There's something about him. It's just like, maybe it's aura. Maybe he doesn't have like, you know what I mean? There's something missing with the this is the greatest player of all time. One of the greatest players of all time aura feel to it.
Yeah.
But when you watch him play, though, it's amazing.
Some of the stuff that he can do, he doesn't seem like he's that athletic, but he is. I mean,
that's what I mean.
He is. He's Harry Kane.
Yeah.
And I think it's so funny that he's wearing Skechers. I think that's hilarious. Yeah, it's
somebody's giving him Sketcher money.
Oh, of course, of course. Yep. But yeah, they're moving on, and I want to say this might be. Actually, I don't know how they did last season, but I got to look to see at the stats for the Champions League because he might be on top of goal scorers. I have to look that up.
I mean, I feel like from what I've seen, the highlights that I've seen, I wouldn't be shocked if he wasn't top scorer or the top scorer. Even Diaz, again, negative goals in the Champions League for Liverpool every time he scores for Bayern.
Yeah, he's I just looked it up. He's number 2. He's got 10. Mbappe's got 13.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
interesting.
Yep.
Tottenham out. Atletico Madrid in.
Yeah, Tottenham is.
Yeah, aggregate wasn't too terrible. Like they held their own. Different competition, like they're in a relegation battle in their own league, which is crazy to think that it's possible. It's possible. Like I don't want to root for it, but it would be kind of interesting to see a big. I mean, that'd be huge news. Tottenham fans are like, "How dare you?"
Yeah, but they would run the table in the championship next season.
Exactly. It might be a good refresh. Like I don't know if you want to do that, obviously. But it might be a good like. Let's just enjoy them in the championship, and then,
Well, speaking as someone whose team has been relegated multiple times in the last 10 years, when your team does go down, it is great because there's so much winning that happens. It really is. It's like refreshing, but at the same time, you're playing like YMCA teams. In comparison to your team coming from the top division, you know what I mean?
Course,
But there's so much winning. I remember. I don't know if it was 2017, I think it was, when Stuttgart was in the second league. We won it, and we were just destroying teams. I think we lost like 2 or 3 games all season, and it was just great. It was great.
Was it so much winning that you got tired of winning? You get tired of winning?
No. You never get tired of winning.
Okay. Nope. Right. I was wondering if that were true or not. Yeah.
That is not true. That's false.
It's very true. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Atletico moved through. It was only a 5-7 aggregate, so they did keep their own. But yeah, a lot of English teams getting kicked out of the Champions League. Yeah, it's going to get interesting from here. I mean, it's already been interesting. But I mean, it's just as we get closer and closer and closer to the who's going to take the cake,
the business end.
Yes, that'll be interesting.
All right, before we take our first break, though, I'm going to jump into this about Stuttgart.
I was going to say, hop on in. Let's talk Europa, and my condolences.
Oh, man. Condolences. We went into the second leg, down 1 goal, 2-1 on aggregate, and I went into this thinking, we got this. We got this in Porto. I was like, it's going to be a little bit warmer down there. We got Thiago Tomas. He just came back from injury not too long ago. He used to play for, I believe it was Sporting. So he's used to, and he's Portuguese. But that was basically it. We played well. I'm not gonna say we played terribly. We played very well.
Stuttgart's been playing like in Europa and currently in the league. You're talking about winning. I mean, you guys, they're killing it, it.
We should have on paper we should have won this game. 64% possession, 1.7 xG, 20 total shots, 6 on target, 36 touches in the opposition box. We led in all those categories, but we just couldn't get the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah.
I can't blame the referee. He didn't make the list, so we had a solid referee.
He did. Oh, he didn't make the list.
No, he did not. And it was Anthony Taylor.
Oh yeah.
And he didn't. He's not on the list. He actually. It was fair. We just didn't play well. No, I don't want to say that. We played well. It's just that Porto was just better. They're just a better team than we are. Their goalkeeper was the man of the match. I mean, he stopped some amazing shots, and they just caught us out. So, yeah, we went with a weird 3 at the back, which we almost never do, and it just I don't know. It was a nice run while it lasted. We actually made it to the knockouts, but I don't know.
It was travel day for me, so I didn't catch it. But obviously I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention,
of course.
And I was surprised to see the scoreline. I thought it was going to be a lot more competitive in the But I thought it'd be way more competitive in this second leg, which you got one team who wants to, again, I mean, the aggregate wasn't too crazy. What was it? It
was 4-1.
This game ended 2-0, so ended at 4-1. Yeah, so like you went into this going, we could actually take this and move forward, but it didn't happen. And I have to apologize because I don't think I was as good as a friend as I could have been, because you mentioned that. And I'm like, but Liverpool won, let's go!
Hey, and I'm happy for you, believe me. I would never take that away.
4-0, baby!
And I'm going to say what every fan says when their team is knocked out of the Champions League, Europa League, or whatever. At least we get to focus on the league and the Pokal now. So I'm pretty excited about that. And next year. There's always next year.
There's always next year. Yep. As the famous said, go ahead. Yeah.
It does hurt because the teams that are in there, aside from Porto, I think we could beat all of them.
Yeah.
that are left. But hopefully Freiburg wins it. I don't know. We'll see. But actually, no, that would hurt if they won that. So
you got this. You got this. You got more things to. That's awesome that you got a little bit more. You had more competitions to look forward to. So, but we should take a break of Rue. And we'll come back and we'll listen to or talk about, what is it, the English Premier League, Bundesliga.
Oh, yeah.
All that fun stuff or not so fun stuff happening.
I guess it depends.
Stay tuned. We're back, baby. We are back.
Hope you guys are hydrated.
They didn't believe us because we weren't back
do a show last week. Yeah. Nope, we're here. We are here.
We're gonna get it better. We got it better. If you can always do, like, if for whatever reason I can't make it, like if we coordinate, we should try to get a pod in. Next time we gotta do it. But if I can't for whatever reason, if you want to drop a pod, record it, send it to me, and I'll throw it. I'll throw it up. I'll throw it up.
Okay.
I can't do it by myself though, because you're good at it. You can do it, but like I feel odd just talking to myself, which doesn't seem like something that that I would be, because I don't shut up. But by myself,
I talk to myself all the time.
If I don't have this,
this, the back and forth, it does help. It definitely does help. Yeah. No, I mean, I was thinking about that too the other day, because I was like sitting at home and I was like, you know what, I could record a pod right now, but nah. Because it's once you get it and you're doing it with another person, it's gonna be hard for me to go back and do it by myself. Yeah. So, but
even in like a short one, and folks, if you're listening and you got ideas how we can do any better on the pod or ideas for pods, you can email us old school at soccerholicspodcast@gmail.com.
Absolutely.
We're also on all the socials. You can DM us there and say, hey.
Yes.
I got an idea. Maybe João doesn't have to do this voice all the time.
Do it. And you may get an exclusive Soccerholic sticker.
Yeah. I'm holding one up. You can't see it because we're only on the audio is here. We're not on the YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm lazy. We're just too lazy to get the YouTubes going. But this is a nice. Rob got these beautiful stickers.
Oh, yeah.
I had a package on the the doorstep. U.S. mail. And,
super quick, no tariffs.
Super quick, no tariffs, and these showed up, and they're very nice. I'm gonna figure out how to. I'm gonna hand them out to folks and get them places where somebody won't kick my ass. You can't put a sticker there, sir.
You guys are soccerholics, guys.
It's good that it's the cartoon versions of us and not our actual faces. Because when we do put the stickers up, they won't.
They won't know.
This guy is way more handsome than like he works out.
Yeah, so does my guy. I was like, wow, who is that guy?
The hair is like nicely combed and like gelled, and which I do not do. This is it's a better version. It's a better cartoon version of me. I like.
So, if you looked at our Instagram, you've seen it already because I did put it up as a story a couple of days ago. Actually, it was last week when I was saying that we weren't doing an episode.
I did recognize that. At first, I replied, "Who are those guys?"
Yeah.
I recognize them. Yeah, it's very nice. But yes, if you want a sticker, just email us and we'll have a chat-a-roon and we'll sign them. I'll do a little lipstick and I'll give the sticker
a little kiss on the back,
and then we'll send it in. If you want one of these guys, let us know. Okay.
Yep. We'll post pictures.
We'll post pictures. We'll post pictures. Oh man. English Premier League.
What happened in the EPL?
We'll start with the sad one, which was Manchester United versus. You thought I was going to say Liverpool, but
I thought you were going to say Liverpool.
I'm still thinking about the hair guy. He's for the rest of his life. He's going to have giant, massive hair. I wonder if he goes through and lies at some point. Like, there's a huge scandal. You know what I mean? Like he actually cuts his hair, but he wears this like giant, massive.
He's got a wig.
Yeah,
yo, that would be
just
crazy.
To keep it going. And then there's like some crazy scandal, and everybody hates him, and everyone's so mad at him, and his life is ruined. He's gonna move to like the U.S. or something.
I think it would just be better just to suffer with the huge hair than to have a scandal.
I think so.
Yeah,
but I can imagine it happening though. It'd be amazing.
He needs to reach out to Head and Shoulders, Pert Plus, somebody. Herbal essences. I think they used to make shampoo.
Yeah,
something.
I remember those guys. Yeah,
because right now, he's got 7 games left, and I don't
think they're winning 5 out of 7. Not in the way. I mean, they're looking good. They're looking much better than they did with. See, I already forgot Ardman. I've already forgot his name.
Amarin.
Yeah. See, if I don't say your name within like 3 days, gone.
You're gone. Yeah.
Gone. I got to make room for other names. Yeah.
Yeah, but Carrick has been doing well with them. I mean, it's just because of this hair guy. The hair guy makes it seem like they're doing so much worse than they actually are. They're sitting in 3rd place right now. Yeah. That might be the highest that they finished in who knows how long.
I like it. Somebody described Carrick on the sidelines there, like like those British cop or detective miniseries where like some kid goes missing, and he's got a troubled past, and maybe he's like like one of his kids passed, or he he's a recovering alcoholic or something.
Yeah.
But he's a detective and he's trying to solve this mystery. He kind of was like one of those characters on the sidelines.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. I could definitely see that.
But I mean, we're saying that the guy's not going to cut his hair. It ended 2-2. Started out kind of strong with the Bruno Fernandes penalty. When I watch this guy, and I just know he just won't miss. I don't think I've ever seen him miss a penalty.
Me either. I don't think so. He's like old school Balotelli.
Yeah. No, I think he's. I mean, he's always stayed probably the strongest player on Manchester United. And I also, when they were struggling for so long, I thought maybe he might skip.
Yeah, I mean, with all the stuff that's been going on at that club for like the last 5, 6, 7 years, yeah.
But he stepped up. I mean, he's taking a leadership role. You can see him in the pitch just screaming at everybody, kind of get everybody organized. But we like Bruno. We'll see how he does for Portugal coming up. Christie for Bournemouth, 67 minutes, ties it up in the second half. Unfortunately, there's an own goal by Hill on 71st minute, so it's 2-1 Bournemouth at this point. I'm sorry, for Manchester United at this point.
Or United, not City.
Yeah. But unfortunately, Harry Maguire did terrible foul, red card, penalty kick goes to Groppi? Groppi? That's the only way. That's how I pronounce it. E.J. Groppi scores his penalty in the 81st minute, ties the game. They could have taken the cake, but Maguire it. He Maguired it.
That's a name that I haven't heard much this season, and I'm wondering if he's not making that many mistakes.
I was going to say, it's because he's actually stepped it up, so when he came over, he was great for Leicester, and which is why he got, the Man U gig, and then I don't know if it was nerves, what's the expression? There's an expression about like when you're super nervous about something. It's not, Spilkies is one of them, but it's like, famous people like that. The guy from the Olympics, the ice skating, figure skating U.S. kid who was supposed to be the greatest and he was going to win all those gold.
Oh yeah, I don't remember his name though.
And he just kept stumbling the entire time. There's a term for it for athletes, and I can't think of the term.
A lot of pressure on
people. Are listening to this and going, they're yelling that term, but I can't.
Yeah.
Well, let's call it
Send it to us in an email.
Yeah, it's called Spilkies. Yeah, send it to an email. But I think he may have had some Spilkies come into Man U, and then and then he suffered online.
Yeah,
incredibly. I mean, you got that Harry Maguire, just doing so many random reels of him just screwing up. Yeah.
But I mean, he like I said, this year that's the first mistake that I've heard of him costing the team a game this season.
Yeah.
So I mean, he got that red card. I'd have to look up the accumulation. Maybe he hasn't had that many cards this season to where he'll miss a game. I mean, he'll miss the next game because of this. But yeah. So
it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Yep, seven more games though for what's that guy's name? It's like United Strand or something. I think this is
hair guy.
With the hair.
It's
hair guy.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, he can do something. But they're still sitting in third place.
I'm waiting for that BBC report
live on BBC.
Yeah.
Huge scandal rocks the internet with.
It was a wig the whole time.
It was a wig the whole time.
Yeah.
Brighton 2, Liverpool 1. Not that I'm going into every game. Again, I told you that I'm no longer going into a Liverpool game going, they're going to take it. They're going to win. They're going to win.
Yeah.
That this season, especially, there was a time, like you said, you don't get tired of winning, I was not getting tired of winning.
Never.
And I often went into games, especially when I was going into games with Brighton or,
Yeah.
But old man Welbeck, 35 years young, in the 14th minute, scores a beauty. And I love Danny Welbeck. I've been watching him for a while.
Everybody does.
Yeah, and I always cheered him on. And even in this one, I was like, God damn Welbeck. But I didn't, but at that point, still in the games, very early, I didn't go, oh, this is, we're toast at this point. But Kirkez, I don't know if you saw this, and if you haven't, see the highlights.
I will have to look that up.
It was a wacky goal, but it was like a really smart goal where he somehow was able to know that the ball was going to go back to go away. No one else does. So it's only Kirkheads running for the ball, and he does a little scramble thing, and then just pops it over before the goalie can get it, and it gets in there. Very very nice goal. It's like he's the only one who thought of it. It was smart footy.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the first time I've seen him play smart footy. I mean, I think he's been playing fine. Like you said, he must be doing okay if you don't kind of really think about him.
Or you don't hear anything negative about him.
Yeah, anything negative about him. He doesn't often do something in the game. I think I don't recall him ever scoring a goal, so it was nice surprise to. It was one of those kind of shock goals, like whoa,
there it is.
There it is. Like it came out of nowhere kind of goals. So that was pretty cool. Equalized at that point, but Danny Welbeck, I think a header in the 56th minute. Still doing it. I wonder if he'll come to MLS. I'd run to the to pitch side to see Danny Welbeck play in the United States.
That would be cool. That would be cool. He is one of those players that I've always wanted to see play. He didn't surprise. Well, I don't want to say surprisingly because I think in England people are looking at him different. But he didn't get called up for these friendlies that are about to happen. Even though he's had a pretty decent season, but when you're competing against like Harry Maguire, you're not gonna, or not Harry Maguire, excuse me, Harry Kane, you're not going to really have much space. They got a lot of forwards, solid forwards in England, attacking players. So yeah, I was hoping that he would get called up. But I think
we got to look it up, but I think he's one of the higher scoring players, and for England. For England,
Oh, for England.
It would be a little surprising. I know there's probably an age thing there, but it would be a little surprising. I think.
I mean, he's number 5 in the Premier League.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think they might want to. Who's it? What's his face? The German coach,
Thomas Tuchel.
Tuchel should take a second look. Look.
And I'm looking at this. He's number 5, and he is the top English scorer in the Premier League. So that's surprising.
Tuchel, if you're listening, ich habe kein Geld.
Ich habe
kein Geld. But also look at Danny Welbeck because he might do it for you guys. He might do it for you guys.
True.
Everton 3, Chelsea 0. I was surprised this entire game. The entire game. Like Everton's one of those teams who are either way off, where you're like, yeah, this is a bottom table scrappy team stuff, and sometimes they're just way on. You never know which one you're going to get. When doesn't matter who they're playing, you have no idea.
That's true.
That's the reason why you love this league. I mean, it's getting tougher. Teams are getting better. Players are better. So you really have no idea. In every single game, you can have like maybe an expectation of how it should go, but you really never really know. And this was one of those games. Beto scores in the 33rd minute. Really nice goal. You think, okay, Everton's got it in, but they just keep scoring. Beto again, right at the beginning of the second half, scores again in the 62nd minute. Oh my God, you pronounce this name. You do it, Rob.
I'd say Ndaye. Yeah, that's how I would say it. Yeah.
I bet you're right too. Gets the third in the 76th minute. There's no. I have no words because I'm watching this game, not expecting any of these goals to go in. Chelsea had some of their moments. I think Pedro had almost got a few. I think might have been a few crossbar things. Chile guy, what's his face?
Cole Palmer.
He was like he's like a nobody now. Like you ever hear that name anymore? He went from like who is this guy?
Yeah, in the summer you did,
who is that
especially
guy?
During the Club World Cup. Yeah, but now not too much. Yeah,
I've not seen him, so he was nowhere to be found. They just play it awful, and and I'm looking at the interim. Was this the interim coach? I think I thought Man U and Chelsea got an interim coach.
The Igor guy.
But was he interim or is he?
He's interim.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to English Premier League, everybody's interim.
Oh no, Chelsea. This is Rosignor. No, I don't.
He's the dude who was like he had like a 7 like mid-table second league French team or something like that. And I don't know if he was somebody's cousin or.
Oh, this is that guy. So Chelsea has like a partnership with, I can't remember which French team it is. Yeah. And they just sort of took him because of that connection and that relationship with Chelsea. Yeah.
Yeah. But I couldn't remember if it was an interim thing or they gave him the job.
I think he's got the job. I don't know.
I think this is one of those games where if I'm ownership, I'm like, Is this a bad sign? Because and look at Everton now. Like they're the better Liverpool team, right? I mean, they're in the 6th spot. Liverpool, I think, is in 7th. I want to say
Liverpool's in 5th.
They're still
Everton's in 8th.
Okay, yeah.
But I mean, there's only 3 points between the two.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, and then I'm thinking, the way things are going right now, Everton has a better chance of making Champions League than Liverpool. How interesting would that be? How interesting would that be?
That'd be crazy. So they play each other on Sunday the 19th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see them beating Liverpool. I can't. No. I'm not going to co-sign on that. I think that Liverpool is the better team. I mean, Everton, they're one of those.
You've said so many nice things. You no longer have to say nice things about Liverpool.
No, I'm
still going to love you, Rob. I'm still going to love you. But I'm
spitting facts right now. I can't see it. Jack Grealish, He's out with a broken foot. They're probably not going to see him for the rest of the season. I just can't see Everton beating Liverpool. I don't care where they're playing. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, Everton at home on the 19th. They'll be playing them.
Yep.
I'm curious. I'm curious how that goes. But first, we got to beat Fulham. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Everton are looking really good. This is, I think, David Moyes is like maybe one of the best. He should be lifted up. However, Everton at this point was 7 games left. Right, I think we decided
7 games. Yep.
I think they're going to end well for in Everton, and they should. I think they need a statue for that man.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially if they make Champions League or Europa. I think it's been something like don't quote me, like 35 years or something since Everton has made Champions League or something along those lines.
It's something crazy like that.
Yeah, something crazy like that. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, that's rough.
But yeah, we'll see where this takes us. Yep. And then finally, which was another shockaroo, Tottenham 0, Nottingham Forest.
They're in a bad way. That team is just, man, I don't know. Yeah, they're terrible now.
I could have done that with I could have done the editing. I could have added in
the sound. I can't. We really can't even say they're terrible because they're in the same position that they finished in last season. It's just that last season they won the Europa League and got to the Champions League. So if they can somehow,
I don't recall them being in a relegation. I mean, they were like officially now in a relegation battle.
No, they finished the league last year. In 17th, and they won the Europa League, and everybody was saying, "Oh, they're going to be in Champions League," but they barely stayed in the league.
Yeah.
And so I remember last year when they won the Europa League, people were actually hoping that they would go down into the Championship because then they'd be playing in the Champions League and the Championship in the same season.
That'd be amazing.
That would be crazy.
Not gonna happen next year, but yeah, I mean they're 30 points, not in the 17th spot. Nottingham Forest just above them with 32 points, but just below them, 1 point just below them, West Ham United, 18th spot at 29 points. So there's a battle there. I don't think Burnley 7 games impossible. They're not going to catch up. So Burnley out, Wolves out, but there is a relegation battle situation.
Yeah.
West Ham, Tottenham, and Nottingham Forest. Those are.
And Leeds as well. I mean, Leeds is in 15th, but that's only 1 point above Nottingham Forest.
That's true. Yeah, they got 33 points. You're right.
Yeah.
My eyes didn't look up one. I was too lazy to just look up one.
That relegation battle is going to be crazy.
It's going to be crazy. I'm very excited about towards the end. You almost, depending on how the top's going, you almost get just as excited with the relegation battle.
Oh yeah, 100%. So 100%. I actually hope Wolves survives. That would be crazy if Wolves were able to just go on a tear at the end, then they ended up finishing 17th place.
I don't think mathematically they can happen.
I mean,
17 points.
17. So
I don't think so.
There's 21 points available. There's 21 points left that they could get if they went on a tear. I mean, they would have to beat some crazy teams in order to do that. They'd have to beat Tottenham, Sunderland. Oh no! Listen, they got West Ham.
I'm tuning in. I mean, remember Wolves beat? Didn't they beat Liverpool?
They did. Yeah. So look, they got West Ham, Leeds, Tottenham, Sunderland, Brighton, Fulham, and Burnley.
God. This is gonna be I'm very excited. I'm gonna be all popcorn, everything. I'm just gonna be staring at the screen.
I'm saying it right here on this show right now. Wolves. If Wolves finds a way to not get relegated, I'll shave my head. I will shave my head.
Until they come back to the Premier League, you can never grow your hair ever again.
Oh, that would be crazy.
One day you'd want to bring your hair in. There'll be some sort of something. You're gonna be like, damn, I can't do it.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
I think we could do a mustache competition. We'll see.
We're
too far into the league now, but next year, I think we need to in the beginning before the leagues start up again in August.
Up with something.
I think we need to come up with something how it's all gonna end. Okay.
I'm down.
Mustaches.
Mustache. I can do mustaches.
Yeah. How mustaches get looked at in
get
Germany?
That thing twisted on the end.
A particular mustache, maybe it won't work in Germany. A very specific type.
No, it definitely will. But if I got like some handlebars, that would fit in perfectly here. Oh man, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, I did for a little bit. Was I went through a thing where I was like, I'm gonna do like the hipster mustache thing. I actually got mustache wax, and I was kind of twisting them. And I remember like leaving the grocery store and some kid who was like selling like chocolates for whatever school, whatever, and he was like, "Nice mustache," and I'm like, "Ugh, damn it." I felt like maybe the mustache wasn't for me because like some people like it works. This is who they are, like Tom Selleck,
Well, of course.
But I feel like if somebody has to point out the mustache, then you're not wearing it with confidence. You're not wearing it like it's for, you know what I mean?
That's true.
So I was like, you know what? That one comment. That's all it took. I'm like, I'm gonna shave.
Yeah. No, I mean that happens. No, that does. It is hard. It's hard, but. So I shaved like everything. I shaved my head. I shaved my little goatee because I can't grow a beard, and I shaved my mustache the other day, and I looked weird. I looked like I had just woke up like in one of those tubes in the Matrix. But it's because I wanted to be able to like do like a mask on my face because the seasons are changing, the weather's changing. Yeah. But it looked like I just climbed out of one of those tubes in the Matrix.
That's real, man. That's real manly. I just want to put it like, I just want to have a mask for my face.
That's what I want to do. I mean, seriously.
No judgment. I'm sorry. No judgment.
Got to take care of myself.
This is 2026. If you don't want to wear a mask on your face, to clean up the pores and stuff, do it, Rob.
Yeah, got to do it. Got to do it.
I'm just too lazy for those things. I'm like, I don't have the... Or just the patience. I don't have the patience to like have something sitting on my face for me to
listen.
Clear it up.
You have prime time to do that. If you're waking up early to watch Liverpool play, believe me, you can do it before the game starts. You got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. You want to jump over to Bundesliga?
Let's get over to Bundesliga. Forget this English Premier stuff. What's going on? Bundesliga rundown with Bundesliga Rob.
Oh yeah. So crazy week. Why are my notes looking weird? My notes are weird. Pay no attention to my notes. All right.
Because Stuttgart killed it. That's all that matters.
I'm gonna save that one for last because that was a good match, especially after what happened in the Europa League for us. But Bayern, they're still continuing to run through teams. They beat Union Berlin 4-0. I'm happy with that, even though I don't like Bayern. I don't like Union Berlin even more. Everybody knows that the fan threw the beer on me. So I'm wanting them to go down. It's probably not going to happen this season. I jumped ahead of myself. On Friday, I actually watched the RB Leipzig versus Hoffenheim game.
Yeah.
Those are two fake clubs. Those are not real teams.
But goals galore. Goals galore.
Oh, yeah. I thought this was going to end like 8-0. And they had I think Leipzig had 2 goals that got taken away because of offside and a VAR thing that was a foul. But yeah, I hate both of those teams. But it was a good game. Like if you're a neutral watching that and just seeing all the goals get scored, it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Pay attention, Arsenal. Goals wins games.
Goals wins games. 100%. Plus, this game was good for us because those two teams at the time, Hoffenheim was in 3rd, Stuttgart was in 4th, and then Leipzig, I believe, was in 5th. So this actually helped us to move up in the table, which I'll get to later. Heidenheim 3, they're going down this season. Leverkusen 3. That was a weird game. I didn't watch it, but I was getting the notifications on my phone, and it was just constantly back and forth. I wanted Heidenheim to lose because I want their relegation to be solidified sooner rather than later. But they were scrappy. They got their point, but they're still doing terrible. Oof. Yeah. Let's see. What's up? What you got?
No. I
thought you saw something.
I'm just reacting to goals.
Yeah. This Cologne Mönchengladbach game, I actually watched this game. Kastrop scored in the first minute, which was a crazy goal. And I'm thinking, oh my God, Mönchengladbach, who had a terrible start to the season. I'm like, they're going to beat Cologne. Cologne, not so fast. El Mala scored in the 4th minute. Then Ake scored in the 7th minute. And I was like, oh, it's over after this. I thought this game was going to be completely over. Then Sanders scored the last goal in the first half. So it was 2-2. And I was like, okay, I still expected Cologne to come out, and win this game. Nope, Kastrup scored to take the lead for Mönchengladbach again. And I was like, oh my God, it's over. And then Martel scored late. I want to say Martel scored and then almost immediately got a red card in this game.
Yeah, 2 minutes later. Yep.
So yeah, it was a really, really exciting game. If you're a neutral, I didn't have a dog in this fight, but it was a solid game to watch.
If you're a Cologne fan, I mean, first of all, I love the logo. I love the what is it? What is that? Like a goat?
It's a goat.
It's a goat hanging on top of a goat cheese wheel.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, any game that ends where you could equalize, win, squeak it in towards the end. That's exciting. Love it.
And both of them needed that point. Let's see, Wolfsburg versus Werder Bremen.
And Cologne was in a. Sorry to keep bringing up Cologne, but relegation for you guys. For Bundesliga is what relegation is only the bottom two, right? Not the bottom.
And then so the bottom two automatically get relegated, and then the team that's in 16th, they play the third place team from the second league in a playoff, the relegation playoff. Yeah, it's a little spicy.
If they lose it, then they switch places. One goes into Bundesliga, and one goes to Bundesliga 2. Wow,
yep, that's exactly what happens.
Hey, that's kind of a better.
Yeah,
I kind of like that. I kind of like that better.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like a mixture between like what you have in England or the Premier League and the Championship.
Yeah,
because they have the playoff in the Championship, and then in Premier League, just the bottom three go down. So it does add a little bit of spice at the end of the season. It's 2 extra games.
I like the spice. And MLS and USL need to come together and figure out something along the lines.
Something.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of it's against like the American playoffs rules.
The playoffs, yeah.
You know, and it's, like your team could be the best. Could have won every goddamn game. And not lost one game. Could have won every game 10-0, but they could still lose the league. Like that,
100%.
You know, and like a third or fourth spot could win the league. You know.
Yep.
I'm not a big fan of that because that brings it down to chance. It brings it down to like a particular game, and we've all seen surprise games where your team's killing it, and in this game they're playing a bottom table team. The bottom table team wins 3-0. You know,
and all that matters is making the playoffs because it's like a new season. That's why I like the European style because every game matters. Every single
danger.
Game.
It's danger. I mean, from a business perspective, from everything. It's like
absolutely.
You should be terrified. You should be playing
getting relegated.
Yeah, you should be putting your body in there, trying to just win everything. You know.
Oh yeah.
And again, like you said, you can just wait. You know, you can just play for the playoffs. You know.
Yeah.
And hopefully we win. If not, we'll get them next year.
Yep.
You know.
All right.
Sorry, I went on a tangent there.
No, you're good.
Continue.
We're running out of time. I'm going to jump to the Stuttgart game. Right. I went into this game because Augsburg has kind of always been one of those weird teams. One of the most dangerous teams to play in the Bundesliga is Augsburg when they are close to relegation. Like they are a dangerous team to play.
Because they don't want to relegate. Because it matters. Because there's danger.
Absolutely. But luckily for us, they are not close to being relegated. I believe they're sitting in 10th or 11th right now. I don't want to say we dominated this game, but no, we absolutely did. We had total control of this game. We had some slip ups towards the end. I think we were getting a little cocky, a little complacent. But Dennis Undau, if you get a chance, watch the first goal that he scored. It was like just his awareness of where he was on the field and what the goalkeeper was going to do, the way that he reacted. And I don't know if he was looking someplace else.
Yeah.
He's right in front of goal. It's just basically him and the goalkeeper, and he tapped this ball, and it went in so slow, but the goalkeeper like dove to the other direction. He must have faked him with his eyes or something. I don't know. But he's
amazing. He's amazing. I've just started watching Stuttgart because of you, Rob, and like I swear to God, he scores a goal in every single game that I've watched him in. Maybe it's me. Maybe he wasn't doing that before until I started watching. I don't know.
Yeah, he's second in the Bundesliga behind Harry Kane.
Wow,
he had 2 in this game. Yeah, I mean he's
careful.
He's playing well, and he missed some games this year. Well, he's trying to get Stuttgart offered him a new contract, 2 years. He wants 3 because he's 29 this year.
Yeah,
and I'm hoping that he signs soon. I think if he keeps scoring like this, they're going to have to just give him the contract, 100%. So Thiago Tomas scored a goal. I believe this was the back heel. I forget who passed it to him, but it was just a solid goal. Nicholas Nardi, I don't remember that goal, to be honest. I think at that point I was like on my computer, like texting or typing to somebody in the Stuttgart group. Yeah, that we were just super happy. And Demirovic came. Demirovic scored the last goal, 83rd minute, came on as a sub, and I think he scored like within 2 minutes of coming on. And at that point, I was just like, yeah, it's game over. I was like eating ice cream and celebrating with my wife. It was just one of those solid games. But we moved up to third place, which is very, very important because we had 3 teams that were tied at 50 points. And now we're sitting in third above Leipzig and Hoffenheim.
Oh, yeah.
We're 8 points behind Dortmund. We're never going to catch them. And we are 17 points behind Bayern. Bayern will probably wrap up the league.
Absolutely.
Probably in the next like 5 games. No, I'll say like 3 games. They'll probably have
Harry Kane's getting his trophies. That's what he wanted, and he's getting them.
He definitely will. Oh, yeah.
There was that one funny moment where he didn't get it in the first year, right? They didn't
that was great.
And you're like, wow, he may never get a trophy, but he's no worries here.
Nope. So so our season is progressing quite well. We're still in the Pokal, even though we got knocked out of the Europa League. I think we play Freiburg next in the Pokal, and then Bayern Munich and Leverkusen on the other side of the bracket, the other semifinal. So we'll see. But before we go, for those that don't know much about German soccer or the Bundesliga, if you want to see a crazy tight table, look at the second Bundesliga. I mean, the bottom 10 or bottom 8 teams are all within like 7 points of each other.
Oh wow.
It is insane.
So you're gonna have no idea.
No, not at this point in the season. And so there's still 7 games left for them as well. It is crazy. And at the top of the table, the top 4 teams are all within 2 points of each other. So it is, it's insane. The second Bundesliga is just.
You don't know who your new friends are going to be next season.
Nope.
Basically.
Yep.
All right, I think we have enough time for one tingle. What's your tingle of the week? Do you got it?
My tingle is the game that I'm going to on Monday, Germany versus Ghana in Stuttgart. That's my tingle.
Bastard. And again, that's all from jealousy right there.
So
I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna try. My goal is to get the Orange County game this Saturday, so you don't get too far in this competition because I think you're up 1, right? It's like 4-3.
I'm up 1.
4-3. 4-3.
Oh,
so it'll be 4-4, and then so I want to get it to 5-4 by the end of this weekend. We're going in the friendly zone, so we're going to be going to that sad time of year where it's the international break. And but I'm kind of looking forward to some of the U.S., Mexico, just like Portugal, U.S., Belgium, U.S., Mexico, Portugal. I'm kind of excited about some of those friendlies that are coming up, but they're like partial tingles. They're not like, oh my God, but I'll be watching those. But can't wait to watch. Look at my my Footballogy app and see who checks in more by the next pod.
We'll see.
We shall see.
All right, but we got to go. Thank you guys for listening. Hope your teams win unless they're playing ours.
Hey there, soccer fans. If you liked today's episode, what should they do, Rob? What should they do?
If you like listening to us and you're a soccerholic, we're available on all podcast platforms and apps. Leave us a review, leave us a like, leave a comment on Apple Podcasts, and don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends about us. The more people we got listening, the greater the podcast can be.
Do it, because we don't have any friends, okay? So you do it.
Aguero!